everyone, my name is Arya Ajay Kurcharkar and I am a legal intern at Lexan Company and a student of 4th year BA LLB from GR Kari College of Law, Margao, Goa. Under Goa University today, I am going to be talking on the topic of a receiver under the Code of Civil Procedure, and the purpose of making this video is to spread awareness about a receiver under the Code of Civil Procedure 1908 and his duties and rights. So, a receiver as per section 94D reads with order XL. Rule 1 of the Code of Civil Procedure authorizes a court to appoint a receiver. Section 94D CPC says, in order to prevent the ends of justice from being defeated, the court may, if it is so prescribed, appoint a receiver of any property and enforce the performance of his duties by attaching and selling his property. Order XL Rule 1 of the Code of Civil Procedure provides appointment of receivers where it appears to the court to be just and convenient. The court may by order appoint a receiver of any property, whether before or after decree, remove any person from the possession or custody of the property, commit the same to the possession, custody or management of the receiver, and confer upon the receiver all such powers as to bringing and defending suits and for the realization, management, protection, preservation and improvement of the property, the collection of the rents and profits thereof, the application and disposal of such rents and profits, and the execution of documents as the owner himself has, or such of the powers as the court thinks fit. Nothing in the rule shall authorize the court to remove from the possession or custody of property any person whom any party to the suit has not a present right so to remove. The appointment of the receiver is recognized as one of the hardest remedies which the law provides for the enforcement of rights. Hence, the court has in this respect to discharge its duties with the utmost caution and only when the 5 requirements embodied in the words just and convenient in Order XL, Rule 1 are fulfilled by the fact of the case under the consideration. The 5 principles upon which a court can appoint a receiver are: it is a matter resting in the discretion of the court for the purpose of protecting the rights of all parties in the subject matter. The court should not appoint a receiver except upon the proof by the plaintiff that prima facie he has an excellent chance of success in the suit. Not only the plaintiff must show a case of adverse and conflicting claims to property, but he must show some reasonable emergency or danger or loss demanding immediate action, and of his own rights he must be reasonably clear and free from doubt. An order will not be made where it has effect of depriving a defendant of the de facto possession, since that might cause irreparable wrong. The position, however, may be different if the property is shown to be in medio, that is to say, that the enjoyment of none. And the court should look at the conduct of the party who makes the application, who must come to court with clean hands, which was held in T. Krishnaswamy Chetty versus Tangvelu Chetty. The court is competent even otherwise than in execution to appoint a receiver on the basis that the suit is pending. Even if it is assumed that the suit has ended, it cannot be said that under Order XL, Rule 1, the court has a power to accept in the execution to appoint a receiver. Hence, it is competent for the court to appoint a receiver even after a decree has been passed. Otherwise, then in execution, though of course it would be a different matter if appointment of the receiver would be inconsistent with the decree passed in the suit. In such a case, the court, for this reason, will obviously not appoint a receiver. Now we'll go to the rights and the duties of a receiver. A receiver is a public officer. He is an agent of the court and not parties. When a person is appointed as a receiver, he cannot be said to hold an office of profit in the government of India. A general receiver is an officer of the court in respect of property, and when possession is passed to him either physically or legally by operation of law, or where the party himself is made receiver, it is obvious that the possession is no longer with the original party. So please do like, share, subscribe and comment my video, and do like and subscribe on our channel LexClick, and make sure to press the bell icon to get notification when I post a video. Also please give me a feedback on this video and all of my previous videos which you can see on this YouTube channel. Also, if you have any questions related to this video or any previous videos, you can post it in the comment section below. I'll reply as soon as possible. Lastly, this video doesn't solicit any type of promotion or advertisement as per the guidelines of the Bar Council of India, and the sole purpose of making this video is for educational purposes only. Thank you.